Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm answering 5 musky fishing questions. I've got these questions from people I know or comments on other videos or on Instagram, so feel free to leave a question down below and I'll probably answer it in part 2 or 3 or 4 of this series. So the first question is, does leader type make a difference? And I really don't think that it makes a difference. I run 7-strand wire and I run it everywhere, whether it's clear water, green water, stained water. It's always wire for me. I run wire because I don't have to worry about it breaking. Like fluorocarbon, fish can't see it obviously, but it can still break if they bite past your bait. They can still snap that. So I always run wire because I'd hate to lose a nice bait and a big fish because my leader broke. So I always run wire. There might be a thing to say about certain baits might run better on, you know, a solid wire leader might run a glide bait better than a 7-strand or a fluorocarbon, but I think the 7-strand does just fine. So I don't think there's a difference between the leaders. I would run wire myself always. I would recommend to anybody that's starting, get yourself a 2-pack of wire leaders, 90 or so pounds, and put those on. You won't have to worry about them breaking, so that'll be the least of your worries when you catch the fish. All right, question number 2. There's a saying, is bright day, bright bait, dark day, dark bait a good way to choose my colors for the day? For this question, I don't think so either. I've caught a lot of fish. You can watch the Hunchback video. That was a bright day and I was running a black and gold bait. Other days, I run whatever color I think's the best color that I like, you know, my favorite color. I find if I don't like the bait or I'm not feeling that color for the day, I don't run the bait as good as I probably should. There's just no confidence, so I don't think it runs good, performs well. So I choose whatever color I like the most. Some days, you know, it might just be bright day and you have a bright bait, but I don't know. Pick the color that you like the most. Whatever bait is your confidence bait, the bait you throw and you can throw for hours, that's the right bait to choose, no matter what color it is. Question number 3. What is your favorite bucktail brand? I run a lot of bucktails, but my favorite brand by far, without a doubt, is Spanky Baits. I have no idea where they're from, but if you look them up on the internet or go to the Musky shows, you'll see them. They have a nice booth with a ton of different baits. They're awesome. My favorite thing about them, if I can grab this one, is their blades are like really thick. So I have other brands like Musky Mayhem, but when you cast them, you sometimes gotta give them a pull to get those blades going. And with Spanky Baits, you never have to worry about it. You can cast and start reeling, the blades always spin all the time. You can hit docks with it, you can hit, you know, stones with it, you can hit a rock wall with it, and you can hit a bridge with it, I guess, if you're fishing somewhere with a bridge. And they'll always spin, they don't bend, and that's my favorite thing about them, is the blades always spin, so I don't have to worry about if they're spinning or not. I don't have to pull the bait a bunch of times. Their customer service is really nice, and that's a pretty big thing for me, is customer service. If you have bad customer service, I probably won't buy your baits. But Spanky Baits, definitely my favorite bucktail brand by far. Caught a lot of fish on them, run a lot of baits really hard, so they last. Question number 4, figure 8 or oval? I don't do both really. I kind of, when I cast, I do like an L, and then if I see the fish coming in or maybe just want to keep going, then I do an oval. But I don't do the figure 8 as much because I've had it happen where I've had a big fish come in and I've done a figure 8 and I don't think they turn fast enough in the figure 8, so then they might just kind of leave because you're just going too fast for them. I do an oval otherwise. I do an L into an oval. That's definitely what I would do because those bigger fish can turn and chase it around the entire oval. In the video with the fish jumping out of the water that I have, I started an oval on that one, and that fish, it had the bait pretty good, but I pulled the bait out of its mouth, so that wasn't the oval's fault. But yeah, I do an oval. Definitely do something at the boat. Don't just pick your bait up out of the water. I'm sure we've all had it where we've picked a bait out of the water and that fish comes right in, swings and misses, and then you're mad you didn't do something. So definitely do one of the two, but I would do an oval. And the final question was, what is my favorite structure to fish muskies on? I'm a big fan of fishing rocks. I don't care if it's shallow rocks, deep rocks, just a rock mound or a few rocks. I like working over rocks. I feel like if you fish rocks, you can get your baits down, you can get it in the fish's face. If you're fishing in weeds, you might run into scenarios like this, and you can't fish that. There's no way. So I would definitely say rocks are my favorite. One, because I can get to the fish. Two, I got a spider web on me. I don't worry about my baits getting tangled in the weeds and wasting a cast. I have, though, had a fish hit a bait with weeds on it. So I mean, they'll still hit it, but I just feel like the cast is wasted if you spend half of it reeling in weeds. So rocks is definitely easier to work. You can work more baits over the rocks too, I think. You can work your bucktails deep, you can work rubber right over the top of it. You can run crankbaits in it and just plow into every single rock. That's a big thing I like to do on cold front days, or just cold days in general, is work my baits as low as I can when those fish sit down deeper. So favorite structure, definitely rocks by far. Next, deep weeds probably would be the next thing I like to do the most, with rubber. So that's my answer for that question. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment down below with any questions you might have for the next video. I'll see you in the next one.